Hello guys, my name is Hassan Khan and actually in this video we will discuss two things. One is vlookup function in Excel and the second is data validation. So what vlookups do is actually find the data for you for a given observation. So suppose we want to find that what's the price for suppose Olds 98. So one thing that we can do is just if you copy this thing and suppose we want to find the price, we suppose this is a very small data set, but suppose if it's a large data set, you may maybe do that control F, then we'll put that thing and Excel will take you to the point, and then you will say that okay, in this row the price is for Olds 98 is 8814. But suppose if you have to do this for too many observations, then it will be really cumbersome to do, and in order to resolve that issue, Excel provides a very good function which is vlookup. So before implementing the vlookup, I will go for data validation function. So what data validation function do is it will gives you a list of all the makes. So instead of typing in this cell, the I3, we can implement data validation. So it will only allow to enter the observation which are already in this column A, the make variable, under the make variable. So what I will do, I will select this column, select the cell, then I will go to data, and under the data, if you go there, you will see a option under data tools named as data validation, and if you press that and around this option where is written as allow, so we don't want to allow any value, we want to allow specific values. So I will select list, and then for the source I will go here, and then I will select all the possible make, and then I will enter and then okay. So now if I go above, so if I go to make I3, I can only select one value which is already in the data. So now, so for suppose for link Continental, I want to know what's the price and what's the MPG for it is. So in order to implement that, I will use a vlookup function. So I will enter equal to vlookup, and then I will select the lookup value. The lookup value is actually the value that we want is in cell I3, which is here. Then I press comma. So then the option is saying table array. What is table array means? Table array means the data from where the make and the price values are placed. So in this case, in our case, our make is in column A and our price in column B. So I will select just these two columns. So this will be our table array, and then if I go above, then I will press comma, and then column index means that the find price is in which column. So in this case, in our case, the price in the second column. So I will press 2. Here a very important thing to notice is that whatever you are trying to so whatever is your search variable, which is make, should be the first column of this data array. I am saying it again that whatever so suppose for this you're finding a price for make. The make variable should always be the first column in that array, the array which we have here selected. And then I will press comma, and then actually we are looking for exact matches, not the approximate matches, so that's why I will select exact match, which will be false option, and then I will press enter. So here the vlookup is giving us 11497 value, and if I go to actual data, you can say that here that it's also exactly giving the same value. And now suppose I have to find out the MPG, so I will write down again the same thing, and then our lookup values again I3, and then my table array. Here is an important thing to note, that even here we are not looking for price, but we have to select price too in making our table array. And then I will select comma, and after comma my column index in this, now my column index is 3 because this is the first, second and third column. So my column index will be 3, comma, again we are looking for exact matches, so I will select exact match, and then bracket close. So for this MPG is 12. So as you can see that how easily a VLOOKUP can resolve your can help you in finding different thing more conveniently. So suppose here now if I just click here, select different make, it will keeps on updating me. So this is just so VLOOKUP is not like this that you have to use in just this kind of format. You can also use in other ways. So I have another example. Suppose now I have a data. So suppose I have another data in which I have a make and an year variable, which is not in first data set. But now for this data set, I am also interested that that I am also able to see price and MPG for this data set. So one thing you can do manually is that you just control F all these makes one by one, and then keeps on putting the price and MPG related to each make, which I said will be very cumbersome and will be really time consuming. So the thing you can do it here, you can just come here, look, just enter VLOOKUP, and then our lookup values here A2, comma, our table array is actually in this sheet. So select table array, then my column index is 2, and again I am looking for exact match. So here I have for AMC Spirit I have this price. So now I just have to apply the formula to all the cells that I'm looking for. And here again for MPG I will enter VLOOKUP. My lookup value is in A2, comma, table array that I have to select is in this sheet. Now I have to select 3 columns, and then I have to comma, my column index is 3, I'm looking for the exact match, and I will press. Now I have the MPG for this make, and I would like to apply the formula for all the make in this dataset. And so you can see that how easily now is to find different prices and MPG by use of VLOOKUP. So and another thing that you want to do is that you can also use VLOOKUP in a formula to suppose if you're interested in so I have in data 1 I have also have I also have rep 78 and gear ratio. Suppose if I am interested in rep 78 divided by gear ratio, so I can even apply VLOOKUP in a computational way. So what I will do, I will press equal to VLOOKUP. My lookup value is A2, comma, my table array is now. If you see, I have 4 columns selected, and the variable that I want is in the 4th column. And again, I'm interested in the exact match. So this is the one VLOOKUP, but I'm also, so as you can see here, I'm also lookup in dividing it, because I also need another lookup for the gear ratio. So I will go, I will say VLOOKUP in, and then my lookup values again here A2, comma, table arrays again in this sheet. Actually, now I will select 5 columns because my gear ratio is in the 5th column. I will select, then I will press again, the column index is in the 5th, and then I will select false because I want the exact match. And now I just simply enter. I have all these gear ratios now. So as you can see that the VLOOKUP is very important function, especially in terms of extracting data, for different ID variables. So in this example, in our data 1, actually make is a kind of a ID variable, and for which we have different things, and for the different makes we can find out different prices and different MPG. And again, we also have discussed data validation, that how data validation can allow you to put only those values which are already which are in the data, and it will limit the user to not to put any value which is not in the data. So as you can see, in I3 we can only select those makes which are in the data. So thank you for watching the video.